Oh gee, I can't wait to hit the 720 that I've been spending my entire career going for. Oh my, wait, this is, oh my god, no way, this is the best montage. Let's talk about modern Minecraft montages. Now most of them are pretty impressive, you can't lie. You see them everywhere. Everyone watches Minecraft montages. But what makes some so different from 2 or 3 years ago? I'm going to cover in this video why I don't enjoy most modern controller montages, or better yet, just most montages in general from the last, I don't know, half a year to a year. Because there's a pretty big pattern that I tend to see, and it's kind of annoying. Montages are, of course, supposed to impress people. That's why people make montages, to try to impress, like, anybody. People try to impress each other by doing the exact same thing in every montage. Everybody in this community can agree that you have at least tried a 360. Everybody has tried a 360 before. Now, that's fine. Just the fact that that's the only thing that people know how to try in their montages. Like, you don't know how many montages I've seen of people only trying 360s, or now the trend is moonwalks, which moonwalks were a really impressive concept, especially for controller, for the first, like, while. But now everyone's doing them and mastering them, which is interesting to most people. I don't like watching them as much as I used to, because of course they're still impressive. They still impress me, but it just doesn't feel like a montage. It just feels like you're just trying to prove that you're better than people, which is, I guess, the point of a montage, but it's still just not entertaining to watch someone do this. Or the fact that I've seen this so many times. Like, yeah, it's very impressive, but there's so many other things you can be doing with combos. Like, you could do full keyboard, if you have a keyboard, inventory taps, armor trick, costume. I made a stream ranking these kind of tricks. There's so many that you can do. You can crouch. I'm just going to crouch on my keyboard. I don't have a thing set on my controller right now. But there are a lot of different things. Like, people are like, oh, well, like 360s are the, like, big thing. They impress everybody. But, like, if you're not good at 360s, or as good as, you know, like, Buffo or something, don't do 360s. Or at least don't put them in your montages. You're dead. Ooh! Like, I like the fact of people trying to, like, do 360s to make your combos, you know, like, more interesting. But the fact that people just make montages with only 360s and maybe like a few jump flicks. Come on, you guys could do better than that. I'm going to explain why I don't want to like boost my own like ego or anything, but I like my montages a lot more than most people's montages because I do other things. Like, you guys have probably seen this short of me, you know, doing a 360 in my inventory, which no one has done. I've done a few things like that. Like, I was basically, if y'all didn't know, like, the lore of everything, I was one of the first controller moonwalkers. I hit the record, like, a while ago when it was, like, on still xterry days. It was an interesting concept, but then I just, like, stopped doing them, and then everyone else started doing them. Like, I don't care. I'm glad that I didn't keep doing them, because I didn't want all of my montages to just look like backward straight lines. I was also one of the first people to put full keyboard 360. I might have been the first to put a full keyboard 360 in a montage. I never saw anyone doing that. And now I see them a decent amount. I wasn't doing them to impress people. I just wanted to make the montage look better. There are some exceptions, like Buffo Resi. Slenderman is definitely one of my favorites. Sky Serpent, if y'all don't know him. I've been editing Rezi's recent montages, and he's probably one of my favorite people to edit for because his clips have like a pretty good variety. I mean, it is just like spins and flicks, but every one of his clips look pretty different. My point is, don't just like straight line people in 360. I've seen that so much. It's just so stupid. Like, it's not styling, it's just trying to show off. And I think you should try to make your montage look different from other people's. And the fact that this guy wants to attack me when I go for the mystery chest. You're watching that do it again. Never mind. I'm not saying that you shouldn't... He's dead. I'm not saying you shouldn't put 360s in your montage. I'm just saying, don't make that the entire gimmick. Like, if you want your montage to be, like, do well, add variety. This is kind of a weird, like, example, but I've been playing alt on recently because it just simply looks, like, different. Like, doing this, everyone's just used to seeing, like, nothing happening. It just makes it look like different, you know? You don't see a lot of alt on anymore. I'm probably not gonna main this, but I'm just using an example of something that'll make it look different. And I'm using it for a different reason, which you guys will find out pretty soon. My point is, if you guys want to have a montage that's going to look better, at least in my opinion, it's probably going to get around the same views anyways, because that's what people care about. It's just spins nowadays. But if you want a montage that's going to, like, overall be better, is just add some originality. Because if you're just going to do, like, 360s and that's it, then it doesn't really feel like a montage. It's kind of just, you know, hey, I'm doing a spin, that's it. Hey, look, I'm the spin guy, 1 of 1,000. If you guys haven't noticed, you don't also only have to clip sumo, because I see a lot of popular montages. I'm not gonna win this fight, I'm dipping. I see a lot of popular montages on Skywars. Like, Skywars is crazy. Like, the most popular montage is Skywars. One of the other most popular has a lot of Treasure Wars clips. It's crazy. I'm not saying you have to play Skywars, but if you want to make a sumo montage, I think the most important part is just making it look different and then show off your style of comboing. Like, this is a different example, like, from a completely different, like, genre of montages, of, like, sort of, like, compilations, I guess, is skateboarding, it, like, thrives because, or, like, at least, like, the good creators thrive because of how much, like, they have, like, their own style. They don't just copy the same tricks, or they just, like, make it look different just based off of whatever they do. I don't really have much else to say. Just, if you want me to enjoy your montage, or I'm not trying to be, like, selfish or anything and say, like, hey, my opinion matters more than yours does, but I'm just saying that I personally think that older montages do well. And a lot of people think that my nostalgic controller combos montage is one of my best ones. All the combos. Oh! That's the end of the video. If you guys actually agree with me, comment. If you disagree and you want to see, you know, a 2880 in the next combo, have a good one, y'all.